day, one and all. My name is Kathy, and I'd like to welcome you to this episode of the Scrap and Crafty Gardener video take 2. Today, I'm going to show you how to use, or how I use, a stitching die when I don't stitch or don't want to stitch. Going through my stash, I found this Spellbinders Stitching Die of the Month for August 2023, a stitched floral card frame. Card front, excuse me. This does make a front for an A2 size card, but I want to make my usual 5x7 card. So I'm starting with my white card base. This is 10 inches by 7 inches. I scored it at the 5-inch mark, folded over and creased it with my bone folder. And then I cut a couple extra because I had a stamping issue the first time I did this video. I'm using this light purple cardstock that measures 4 3/4 by 6 3/4. And then I had a 4.5 by 6.5 piece of white that I cut the front panel from. And then scraps of 2 different color purples that I cut the flowers and leaves from. Because I want this to be a purple card today. And I also have a piece of purple sticky backed fun foam that I'm going to put behind this card and trim down so that you see the purple through it, and it will also help stick. I tried running some double-sided adhesive on the back of this through my die cutting machine, and it just made a giant mess and nothing came out. All these little pieces stuck in there. So that didn't work very well for me. So this is the way I'm going to do it. Now this, I don't know if you can see it, this makes some etched designs on this front. And I'm going to take a silver gel pen and follow the etched outline. There's some flowers and then what looked to be leaf shapes. And I'm just taking my pen and going on the outline that has already been impressed into the card for me. This won't take long, but do feel free to skip ahead. I just kind of want to show you how long it really takes, other than the die cutting, because you guys know how to die cut. And if you don't, and want to watch me poke out all these little holes with my pokey tool, let me know and I will do that for you so that you can see real time how long it takes. This one I found cut easier in my Anna Griffin machine when I used a sandwich that included the A plate, the magnetic plate, then my paper, then the die, and then I used the metal shim in my other A plate. That, pardon me, made most all of the little holes pop out the very first time. Just had a little bit extra pressure. When I didn't have the metal shim, then there was a lot of hole poking to do. Now, if you stitch, I used to, my fingers just don't like to do that anymore, then you could stitch this card, and it does make a beautiful stitched card. But I want to show you that you don't have to stitch in order to use the stitch dies. If you find a die you like, but it's a stitch die, just know that you can still use it and just do what I'm calling faux stitching. There should be 2 more flowers down here. This is not a design I normally would have chosen, but a while ago, I was part of the, well, they had a card kit, a stamping kit, and a die kit. You could get it all for like $100 a month. And then they upped their price. So I did get a couple of kits. Now, I do want to stamp in the center of this. And I have some stamps here. Let's see if I have a piece of paper to put behind so you can see. I don't know the company for this, but I want to use On Your Special Day. And then this, I believe, is a Hero Arts. I'll have to go back through my videos and write it down where this one came from. I want to put Thinking of You, and I'm going to put Thinking of You in the center of this flower. Well, not the flower. It's where you could have cut out the shape that says hi. I just didn't want a hi card. And I'm going to put that down. Oh, I need to re-stickify my mat. If your grip mat gets a little unsticky, just wash it off. You can take this to the sink and wash it. I just use warm water, and you can use a mild dish soap if you need to. More. I think I'll go one more time. I've been using my ink pad a lot lately, and so it's getting a little drier than it had been. Perfect. Now we'll set that aside. Clean off this stamp. And that goes with this one. Still working on my organizing process and haven't got to my rubber stamps yet. Okay, now on this card, this one is going to be up here. So I want to put On Your Special Day down here in this bottom corner. Kind of like that. And I think that that will fit. Yes, that will be perfect. I haven't used this particular stamp, so I forgot to condition it. So it just takes a couple of inkings to get it on there. And A needs a little bit more. And there we go. Set that aside, clean off this, and we're done with our stamping. Now, I'm going to take this double-sided, the sticky foam square. This is just I believe this came from Walmart. And I'm just going to kind of center this on here. And then I'm going to trim off the parts that stick out. That adds just a little pop of color. And I don't know if you can tell on camera, but I'm angling my scissors this way. So it cuts off some of the edge behind it. Now the sticky that is still present on this side of the card in these little holes, that will eventually not be sticky anymore. Now I'm going to hook this to here after I hook this to my card front. Glue. All right, so I'm going to glue down my card front. Let's see if I got that straight. All right. Now this, in addition to adding color, it adds a little bit of dimension to the card. Not a lot. Now I'm just going to stick my acrylic stamping block down on this while we work on the flowers. We in the royal sense here, unless you want to come help me do flowers. Now on these flowers, they also have, and I don't know if you can see it, they also have the stitching lines. So we'll start with the large ones. Oh, let's see, I'm going to turn one over to see because I don't remember what color I wanted to use. This one. I want to use a darker color. And I am just going to follow again, and I need to put these on white paper. I had thought about cutting these out in white and then coloring them. I just couldn't get my ink color to go dark enough with ink blending. And again, I'm just following the lines that were already embossed on the flowers. And that one looks a little crooked, but that's the way it is. All right. And it's easy to, you just put your pen into the line and follow it down. This gives the effect of stitching because the directions for this show you to start your thread in the center and work around each petal. So I'm working around each petal, but with the pen. I did go off a little bit on that one, but that's okay. And then we just have these three here. I haven't decided if I'm going to do the stitching on the little ones or if I'm going to leave those plain. All right, now I am going to put these down. I'm going to use the Zots. And I'm going to use these are flat, large glue dots. And I'll put the large flowers down first. Oops. Okay, little flower. I had three. Anybody see the third one? It has to be here somewhere. Now I guess there were only two. That one I gotta get a little bit more centered. There we go. Yep, just two. I guess that. All right. Now the leaves, haven't decided whether to stitch. I'm going to try on the back. No, I'm not going to stitch the leaves. Get that one straight. There we go. And now, yeah, I guess I will stitch the little ones also. I should say faux stitch the little ones. Now for these, I need my miniscule Zots. These are little itty bitty, teeny tiny glue dots. This way it allows the flowers to have a little bit of dimension because the edges are not glued down. Whereas if I just glued them flat, see, this way they can lift up a little bit. And if I glued them flat, that wouldn't happen. All right, now let's add some bling. I've got out some purple rhinestones because I thought that would be the nice color for that. I think with the large ones, I'm going to use the larger. So it's going to have a lot of bling on it. And then I'll go down to the medium-sized one for these flowers. And then the little itty bitty ones. I think I also want to put some on the leaves, but I don't know if I want to put the same color. Yes, I think it'll look fine. If not, I'll take it off. Let's see. Yes, that looks fine. And there we have it. One faux stitched greeting card. Thanks for watching. I hope if you have some stitch dies and you don't use them because you don't stitch, get them out. Do some faux stitching. Thanks for watching and have a great rest of your day.